Hello, good morning, namaste. I'm Dr. Chandra Mouli. I'm from Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh, and I work in Atal Incubation Center, Sri Krishna University. And I have a decade plus years of experience in real time embedded systems, IoT, robotics, and the virtual instrumentation tools. I have nearly 4 years of experience in the startup ecosystem, and I use it to mentor a lot of early stage startups to achieve their entrepreneurial goals. I'm fortunate enough to work here because the total ecosystem, starting from encouraging the school students to the businesses. So we have a total of four centers in a single building under one roof. So one is BM Birla Science Center, where school students regularly visit these centers, and they will be verifying and playing with the basic physical science principles, and they will be verifying about all the physics principle in the practical way. Then we have a skill development center hosted by Sri Krishna University, where we have different mentors from different domain and expertise areas, and they will be training and mentoring the students to acquire necessary skills as per the market requirements, especially as per IT market requirement. And we have Atal Incubation Center hosted by Sri Krishna University and supported by Atal Innovation Mission NITI Aayog, Government of India. Here, we nurture early stage startups to the scale up businesses. Okay, also we support MSMEs, and the core sectors we focus here is agriculture and food processing, renewable energy and electricity, circular economy, and IT. So then the fourth center located here is the Innovation Facilitation Center, where we use it to protect the intellectual property rights of the students who ever have innovative ideas and the startups, products, solutions, designs, all those things. This is an overview of where I work, and thank you for giving this opportunity. This is a small intro of mine. Thank you. The current podcast is very important to the students because by God's grace, I have good working experience in the line of innovation and startups, starting from school students to the business founders. And also, used to work with the college students as well. The main problem I identified in nurturing and mentoring any teams is most of the school students or college students, they will be coming up with an idea directly, and they don't know how to present it, and what kind of problem they are addressing and all these things. So that is the reason I am explaining different methodologies to identify the problem and to validate the problem. And also, in the next stage, I will be giving you an idea of how to generate an idea from the problem statement and then idea validation. And ultimately, the solution or the idea you are coming up with should match, or you have it has to be fit to the problem statement. These are the basic things. If we teach the students and if they understand these procedures, then it will be very good for them, and it will be the learning aspects, and it will sustain throughout their life. Coming to my thoughts on initiative of regional mentor interviews, yes, it is a wonderful platform, and I appreciate the team of Vinod ji for having this platform that can be accessible to the students and mentors. Why? Because this is the platform where the team is aggregating the experiences of mentors. And uh, every mentor has a story, and every mentor has their experiences working with different set of students with different mindsets, and in different subject domains as well. And it will be very useful to each and every student who wants to become an innovator or entrepreneur in their future. And I really appreciate Vinodji and team for providing such a wonderful platform. And I request, like, if you come up in vernacular languages also, like in regional languages also, it will be benefit to the rural and small town students as well, and the mentors as well. Lot of mentors are there who can mentor and train the students in the regional languages. This is one request from my side, and I think you might have thought of the same lines earlier also. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India. To represent 34 states and 722 districts of India, there is only 90 regional mentor of change and around 5,000 plus mentor of change who are associated with the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab by Atal Innovation Mission, NITI Aayog. These intellectuals and experts have been selected for mentoring to 7,200 schools across India, where approx 5 million students are benefited directly, with a vision to cultivate 1 million children in India as narrate innovators. Mr. Vinod, the host of the show, is also a regional mentor of change for Gujarat State, a best-selling author, international speaker, engineering director, an influencer, solar expert awardee, a strategic thinker, and has been referred to as a magician of words. He is truly a professor of success principles from the University of Life. In this podcast, he is going to interview one of the important regional mentors to learn about his journey, accomplishments, and ATL success till date. It would be definitely quite informative and motivating for all of us. Enjoy, and you can thank us later.
Hello and namaste and good evening. I'm honored to welcome each one of you to the one and only podcast show for students from all over India who are associated with Atal Tinkering Lab and those who wish to get engaged with the flagship initiative by Atal Innovation Mission NITI Aayog.
Welcome to the special edition of the podcast series, Regional Mentor Interview by Vinod Tiwari, where you will discover true motivational stories of India.
This episode is sponsored by rkswealth.com. A fastest growing company promises to be your partner into the journey of financial freedom. So you might be thinking that who are the regional mentors and who are the mentor of change? Let me just explain. To maximize the input of the Atal Tinkering Lab, Mentor of Change program is envisaged to be the largest formal volunteer network in India. Mentor of Change is aimed at engaging leaders, industry community professionals, brilliant technocrats, entrepreneurs who can guide and mentor young students in these labs for their neighboring schools to be as a role model for young innovators. After competitive rounds of the selections and reviews, top mentors from all over India has been identified and selected to take extra responsibility of their respective states. So approximately 91 regional mentor of change has been selected in 2 batches from existence of 5,000 plus mentor of change across the nation. So we are going to interview all of the regional mentor of change on an alphabetical basis and batch-wise. So here in this episode, I would like to invite Dr. Chandra, Mouli, who is a regional mentor of change from the state of AP, Andhra Pradesh. Welcome, Dr. Chandra, and here is my first question to you. Can you please brief about you and your achievements?
Hi, good morning. I'm Dr. Chandra Mouli, and I am from Ragulapadu, Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. I came from a family of washermen, and I used to help my mother and father on this job up to my plus two. Then after that, parallelly concentrated in my studies as well. I completed my total education in Anantapur itself. My schooling, intermediate, degree, PG and PhD, everything I completed in Anantapur itself. Yeah, after the completion of that, I just started my career as a professional trainer, where filling the gap between industry and academia. I used to train the engineering students and science students to fill up the gap between industry and academia in the domain of embedded systems and operating systems and all these things. I have decade plus years of experience in mentoring, research, technology development, and academics. I worked as a technical skill development trainer at Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendra and Skill Development Center hosted by Sri Krishna University. I also served as guest lecturer when I was pursuing my PhD to the SKU College of Engineering and Technology, and I trained engineering graduates and science graduates according to the market needs of IT companies. Most of my trained professionals are serving in various MNC IT companies and government sectors as well. During my tenure, I had published one book, 20 research articles, and organized 7 workshops. Currently, I am working as a technical executive in Atal Incubation Center, Sri Krishna University, Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. I have nearly 4 years of experience in the innovation and the startup ecosystem. What I do here is I used to motivate and support various early stage startups and MSMEs to achieve their corresponding goals. I also facilitate startups in incubation center and looks after the operational execution of the center. This is one side, and going to the core job of my uh, center is like I look after the programs which I have to do to the academic partners and the regular programs to the startups. We have flagship programs called Shrujana Shabir, where we use it to motivate the students. Then we have Ignite program, so it is for training purpose of student groups. Then we have Abhyuday program, so this is for startups. Then we have Gearbox, this is acceleration programs for the startups, which are which have good traction, revenues traction. So these are a few things I do in the center. Thank you.
Wow, that's a really great introduction. I'm glad to know that you help your parents during the childhood. That's really wonderful. And carrying your humble background, you have done not only PG but PhD. And after that, you were technical skill development trainer. That's great. Technical executive. And then you work with AIC, Atal Incubation Center, and you are helping early stage startup and MSMEs. Wonderful. So guys, many of you would be thinking that what exactly is the ATL? I'll just brief about it. It is one of the aggressive initiative by our Prime Minister of India to establish innovative workplace in high schools based on the global living lab models, allowing a regular exchange of innovative ideas between the schools, teachers, expert mentors, NITI Aayog team, parents, and other relevant stakeholders. So the objective of this scheme is to foster curiosity, creativity, and imagination in young minds, and inculcate skills such as design, mindset, computational thinking, adaptive learning to empower critical thinking, communication, and problem solving. So, as on today, there are approximately 7,200 Atal Tinkering Labs which has been successfully established across India, and out of which 70% of them are either in the government schools or government aided schools, including girls or co-ed schools. So hope you got a brief understanding about the Atal Tinkering Lab. Okay, so here we go for the second question. So Dr. Chandra, we would like to understand that why did you got influenced to join the flagship initiative of Atal Tinkering Lab?
Okay, why did you got influenced to the flagship initiative of ATL? Please narrate your perspective. Yeah, that was a good question. The main motto of joining the Mentor of Change and the Regional Mentor of Change is I have been seeing the students, especially from my region, and this is a tier 3 town, and I have been visiting few schools in rural areas as well. Yeah, they don't know even ABC of what is innovation, entrepreneurship, all these jargons, even they don't know. So I want them to first identify the real world problem. Then they should come up with a solution that the customers or the people who are facing that problem should accept it. So that is the main motto of joining this Mentor of Change or Regional Mentor of Change. Coming to the contribution to ATL schools, before joining RMOC and MOC, I have been training school students through SIP program. SIP program stands for Student Innovator Program, which is a flagship program of Atal Innovation Mission. Since I have been working with Atal Incubation Centers, I got an opportunity to work with Atal Tinkering Labs from 2019, and I trained total 12 student teams from various schools of Andhra Pradesh and India. And apart from that, I worked for the Tinker Fest, where I used to mentor total 15 teams. And I am proud to say that one of the team got shortlisted in the top 100 in the Tinker Fest. And yeah, we are waiting for the next cohort of Student Innovator Program. Yeah, thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, you're right that people really don't know the ABC of innovation, and they are not able to find out the real world problem. And you're helping them not only to find the problem but to provide the best fit solution. Great. Well, I'm so excited to tell you that the project, which was initially started like as a pilot project, has become one of the biggest and successful project of the country, Atal Tinkering Lab. And you know, till today, around 1.1 lakh innovative projects has been created for social and cross-cultural collaborations, ethical leadership, and to help in building innovative solutions for India's unique problems. Well, in order to foster inventiveness among students, Atal Tinkering Lab do conduct different activities ranging from regional level, national level, and school level competitions and exhibitions or workshops. So you will agree that today we stand on the brink of a technological revolution, which will certainly alter the way we think, we live, we work, we shop, we eat, whatever we do. And this is called Industrial Revolution 4.0, which is a digital fusion actually of technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, autopilot vehicles, 3D printing, nanotechnology, material science, biotechnology, quantum computing, you name it, there are so many. So completely it's a digital revolution 4.0. So here is my third and last question to you. Dr. Chandra, which are those 3 unique skills much required by the students for Industrial Revolution 4.0?
Yeah, Industry 4.0 is the rapid change in technology, in industries and the process of making the things. So this is all because of increasing in the interconnectivity between the devices and smart automations, all these things. So coming to the key skills that requires to the people whoever wants to grow in industry 4.0 is there are three simple skills I can recommend them. Is even I used to say the same thing to my students whenever I used to try for embedded C programming or any other programming language. I told them that if you want to become a pioneer in any field, then first try to understand what that particular field is looking for. For Industry 4.0, so since they have been working with different machineries, different computers, different processors, then I told them the first one is they should think like a machine. So if they understand how a machine works, what language does it understand, what kind of grammar it understands, then it will be very easy for them to work with it. And the second thing is, whenever they are programming the machines, then first use your common sense. The logical sense and the other things comes secondary. First, apply your common sense. How you have to keep the things. What is the step-by-step procedure you have to follow in programming a machine? This is the most important thing they have to keep in mind whenever they are coding. Okay, the final thing I would suggest is, it is a general thing, is just follow the latest technical news so that they will come to know that what are the different technologies that are updating in the market, what are the different software and hardware tools that are being used in the industry, and how you can adapt to that industry. All these things you will come to know. And these are three simple and powerful lines I can give to the students. That is, think like a machine, program with common sense, follow the latest tech news. And thank you for this opportunity.
Great, I fully agree with all the three skills you mentioned. But the best I like is the programming with common sense. Yes, you know what? Because I know that common sense is not so common among common people. It's true. You know, I used to say always in the seminars that everybody is having five senses: to smell, to hear, to see, to touch, to feel, and whatever. But then very few people are having the sixth sense, which is common sense. So that's one of the very important sense. So thank you very much for your time to be a part of the podcast, and I'm sure that your knowledge and wisdom is going to be helpful for millions of his students across India and across the country.
Guys, truly I believe that this mission could not be so successful without the contribution of each and everyone. And here I would like to convey my sincere thanks to all the parents, the teachers, the mentors, IITs, IIMs, government organizations, public companies, tech giant companies, IT organization. All of them have supported well. And last but not the least, the AIMT and the able leadership of NITI Aayog. I would like to say that this is a massive revolution, and it is all happening because of the big vision of our beloved Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi. This is happening because of the able leadership of the Vice Chairman of NITI Aayog, Dr. Rajiv Kumar, the CEO of NITI Aayog, Shri Amitabh Kant, the Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav and Mr. Ramanan, and definitely a dedicated team, Miss Deepika, Miss Swati Rao, Miss Madhuri, Mr. Ronak, Miss Naba, Miss Varya. They are really working hard to make this happen. And finally, all the students who are really the center of attraction, who are learning and growing from innovator to entrepreneur. This episode is sponsored by rkswealth.com. A fastest growing company promises to be your partner into the journey of financial freedom. Hope that you have enjoyed the session and looking forward to see you on next Monday with a new personality, the new regional mentor of change from different state of India. Till then, stay safe and stay motivated. Have a pleasant evening. Goodbye.
Appreciate your time to join this week episode. We hope that you have enjoyed the knowledge and content as shared by the regional mentor of change. We would like to convey our sincere thanks to NITI Aayog, AIM team and all the sponsors. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate and review. And you can also share it with others on your social media and WhatsApp groups. This show is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and you can choose your favorite channel. Join us again on next Monday to meet exciting new personality from a different region of India. To catch all the latest podcast from Mr. Vinod Tiwari, you can follow him on Instagram at I am Vinod Tiwari. See you next Monday. Have a pleasant evening.